Lambo doors, GTR wheels, nitrous oxide, no rear lights. This is what people want to see. There we go. It's Grizzly, the money shot. Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to a show that I've been really looking forward to showing you guys. This is the Max Power reunion. We've got an S15 drifting over there. It could be a 14, I can't quite see it. Cars are parking up. We're gonna get so much amazing content today, bringing back the Max Power era and bringing back Neons too, hopefully. So I've dressed up my 350Z. I've got my Max Power mags on display. Jungle Skog is reading his Max Power mag. I think there's another car that's now joined in. It's an E36. This is wicked. So it was an S14, as you can just about see, but it's got a bit too, oh no, here it comes. Oh, right, let's go. It's in my eyes. We should probably head over to the main Max Power section and have a look at some of these legendary modified cars. Now, I was never really big into the Max Power era when I was younger, but there were some of them that I remember, like the Charisma TVR Cerbera, which is the one car that I've been looking forward to seeing. There's going to be a bit of variety today. You're going to recognize some of the cars. Jamie Shaw is here, as are a lot of the original Max Power girls. We have one of the most extreme 370Zs in the country, and it is a roadster. Chloe's got my camera taking some snappy snaps throughout the day. Cars are going to be rolling in all over Telstar Racecourse, and I think Greyhound Racing maybe as well up there, maybe later.
I have tyre in my lip gloss.
Oh, he is loving the UK's Liberty Walk Mark V Supra. This is like the modern day version of the Max Power era. Massive wide arches, bright pink wheels, spoilers, splitters, side skirts. The stage is over there. We're going to have to battle with that because this is where the Max Power cars begin. Some of the body kits on these cars are astonishing. It's not a bolt-on kit, it is the whole car. You can see down the side, you've got the vents, the kind of vents, to the rear wheels. We've got a PlayStation in the back, a big TV screen, triple pipes on the rear as well. So that is a little sample. I think to avoid the constant battle with the music, we shall start at the back because even in the individual display section, there are some Max Powered eraed cars. Some cars that probably haven't been seen for decades and have been specifically cleaned and brought out of their barns for this event, including this purple Vauxhall Corsa. Again, with the PlayStation in the rear, but if you come round the front, past the dagger studs, you'll notice we've got E60 headlights. Who would have thought the E60 headlights would work so well on a Vauxhall Corsa? And it seems we have a bit of a purple section too. And you can see the Freddo faces on the rocker cover, so that is the theme. Cadbury's Dairy Milk, Freddo's purple and green. So we've got the Escort van as well, once again with wide arches and a screamer. This one's number 17, finished in cream. We have Lotus Carlton versus Vauxhall Carlton. This is a bit of a homage to the Lotus, but no Lotus badges, you will notice. We have the slammed Focus with the sleepy headlights next to a pink Focus RS. We've got the black details, we've got the green highlights around the grille and the splitter, and then the pink spokes on the wheels. And talking of wheels, check out the checkboard pattern on the Fiesta's wheels, with the airbrush bonnet with both the Fiesta and the Sierra Cosworth, which is actually parked next to it. And next door you'll notice this sparkly paintwork on the E30, which has a twin turbo V8 on display with like rose gold turbochargers either side of the engine block. I think this show might have the greatest proportion of open boots of any show that I've been to due to part of the scene. Chloe has found a 635 CSI shark nose, even with shark gills in a shark colour. We've got the Fiesta ST blue with a lot of yellow details. 481 horsepower in a Fiesta. Craziness. We've got a wide body Porsche Cayman. We've got the 800 brake Evo, a full carbon body, twin charged as well. And next along we have this Ford Orion that we have seen before, but it's got a new setup. We've got like a bit of a car show, and of course we have my Cobra number 88 being posed like in the Max Power days in the boot of the Orion. And I have been very kindly given this replica of my replica Cobra. It's fantastic. And further around we have this Max Power era car. We've got the airbrushing and a extremely vibrant sparkly green paint job. You can definitely see the inspiration for this build. Low gear ride. I'm not sure where the exhaust. Oh, that is that the exhaust? Surely not. So the exhaust fumes come out of the holes that spell low gear rise. And the passenger seat has been pushed forward to display another synonymous feature of a Max Power car. We've got the Golden Golf with its Lady Shave article on the dashboard, and a little replica of the Golf as well. We've got this Fiesta with its rubber ducky on the carbon splitter next to the wide arched E46. Oh, I am loving micros at the moment. He's just put a turbo on it. Chloe's noticed the Making My Stick Family sticker and the Making My Stick Family sticker. So you join us on another lawn. We've got some Max Power girls giving out leaflets, all part of the scene, and it's just turned the afternoon, so we've got our pints. We're having a look at this hydraulic suspensions Porsche Boxster. We've got the Greenlight Insurance Focus. We've got the pearlescent peachy Mercedes with the matching shoes. Someone has just started up the Capri. The crowds are already gathering, including some pandas. The pandas are watching. They're endangered, you know. The whole car shakes whenever he revs it. I've just realised. Have a look, look. It wants to go. Chloe has spotted the chrome green Huracan. We've got the R34, we got the GSI next to that, the Huracan Aveo next door. Oh, and a bit of silence. Oh wow, look at the valiant Audi A4. From my childhood, I wasn't so much into the Max Power era, but I was into my touring cars and Le Mans cars. We've got the Mondeo touring car next up as well. And then we've got the Greenlight Fiesta with the Lambo doors. We've got a bit of a long nose on the Focus and very wide arches. Again, a bit like a modern touring car, like the BTCC car. Much like the Hot Wheels Focus that is neighbouring it. And next door we've got this 190E with the Evo 2 body kit, again resembling a touring car. There's so much here, there's so much to look at, so much variety. We've got JDM cars as well, with their wing mirrors that are actually on the wings rather than on the doors as they now are. And it seems we've got a Porsche 996 with a Honda Integra DC5 Type R body kit. And then we've got this Lexus IS 400 twin turbo with a unique way of opening its boots. It's a twin turbo V8 in the IS with an updated grille as well. There is a dimmer 205 somewhere because we stayed at the Schaumburg Hotel last night and that was staying there as well, so we'll look out for that one. We've got the Daewoo Matiz again with the Porsche wheels on it. In the Matiz, they somehow managed to put a Calibra V6 inside. I don't know how on earth that's been possible, but there it is, it's been done. You saw it here, folks. And we've got some boosted barges, including a grey JZX 100 Toyota Chaser. Someone's alarm is going off and all the excitement. We've got a pair of E36s as well. This one's got a Haman badge on it. Someone's revving. Why is he doing this? What is the purpose? This has been rescued from a barn. It's been sat dead since 2009. Finished, but we have got a Toyota Celica in the style of the Fast and Furious Eclipse. We have the lineup of the Scooby-Doos with Scooby-Doo by the Scooby-Doo, and we've got a Supra in a bit of a colour flip green colour as well, next to a really nice brown Audi S1. You've got the spoiler that sticks out about as far as the wing mirrors, and then the spoiler on the Supra that's currently sat like an air brake. We're getting interrupted in the background, but it can be adjusted, you can see on the back struts. And also, if we come further back, you'll notice it's lacking a rear bumper. You can see all of the exhaust, you can see the chassis mounted struts. That is wild. The beauty of this show is every single car is a show car. There's something to look at on all of them. The MX-5 is possessed. There's no one sat inside, but he's still winking. We've got a dancing Clio He's moving around all over the place. We've got the Joker rising up from the floor in front of the Joker-themed Mazda MX-5 with a chain steering wheel. There is the carbon front end of this satin gold Subaru next to another sound card that's creating copyrighted music. And we are now checking out this E36 Compact with wide arches and a smooth side of the car with no door handles. So if you wanted to get in to drive the car or be passenger, you couldn't. And a purple Golf with Lambo doors and yellow wheels and yellow wipers and yellow grills and yellow Pringles. It's a Pringles themed Golf. Of course, there will be no Max Power show without an abundance of Citroen Saxos. This one seems to have been saved from the era to be brought down. And once again, a PlayStation wide up to, I presume, the middle screen there. Now you may think I'm viewing an Insignia's engine bay upside down, but no, that is a mirror on the bottom of his bonnet. The Astra is absolutely in love, as you can see by the pink Love Heart wheels. Oh, we've got even more to look at, including a pair of Mustangs. We've got Sally and Jolene. They are repping the Max Power branding like the Clio with the twin exits, but only one exit is being used. And Pingu is an alcoholic. So the Subaru is, oh, there's a wasp. The Subaru is powered by alcohol, just like my girlfriend. We've got the wide body Civic as well, with the Hot Wheels version of himself in the box. This wasp loves me. Am I sticky? And we have this Ferrari that's been brought along, almost resembles a Mercedes. But check out the Fiesta. That is an extreme Max Power aesthetic. I am loving the front bumper. He's posed the wheels for the photos in true Max Power style. Once again, no door handles. So I don't know, I guess there's a button electronically that opens the door. That's just a presumption. The spoiler is intricate. We've got the gills on the rear bumper as well, which has been smoothed, and the number plate has been relocated down below. That is amazing. I'm liking that. So there are some Max Power cars in the non-Max Power section that are here. So you can kind of see the kind of cars we've got in front of us. There's so much to look at, but right now we're going to pay attention to these two with the E30 with a Testarossa style body kit on it, a wide body plasti dipped E30 in matte purple next to the Civic, a Max Power Civic with a split splitter and a candy pink Peugeot 206cc with 206cc cut in to the bonnet. So much sparkle in this. Oh, that's astonishing. And have a look at the imaginative positioning of the rear fog light. It is behind the O of 206cc. There was a time when MG ZRs were everywhere. Now we've got this one with a Saab engine in it, and the Hyundai Coupe in sparkly black with a bit of green in it as well, with his mountain bike on the roof. Oh, he's got a bit of merchandise and a dragon. And we've got the sparkly purple boosted barge. And what do you think of the rear end of this Golf? We've got the cutaways here that almost resemble the front bumper of a Lamborghini Aventador. I reckon that's kind of similar-ish. And around the front, it's almost just as angular on the front splitter. And we have this Toyota Hilux monster truck who is after some girls with no experience. Oh, well, look at the transit van instead, because that was, I could fit underneath that.
We have shade actually.
We've also just noticed in the wheel arch, which you can fit a human into, you can see there's a beef burger packet that's sellotapes within. The Transit's had a lot of money put into it. So moving down to the Max Power cars, we've got a mental E33 series, we've got the EP3 and the Mini with the Lambo doors. That's one of the craziest Minis in the country. There's the S13 looking lovely. Ah, check out the Fiesta Type R. Yeah, you know what it's going to have under the bonnet. So predictable. We've got the Nova yellow Z-Tails with the purple paint job, the white wheels, and this 350Z's got the R35 GTR wheels in a brave orange colour, wide arches, just a triangular rear light. It really makes a difference to the aesthetic of the car. And come round the front, you can see the very angular front end of it, almost GTR in style as well. Next to this really nice Porsche 356, absolutely beautiful. Not really a Max Power style car, but you can see why he's been placed with the proper show cars of the day. And then the S2000 with the triangular exhaust as well. Next door, we've got another alcoholic. We've got a can of of that, I'm not allowed to say that word on YouTube yet because it's still a touchy subject, which has a Fast and Furious theme to it, even within the headlights as well. There's the GTR on air ride, and a lot of cars with a lot of music to battle against. We've got more Lambo doors, and the Colt has his doors open too. The Max Power girls are posing for photos. So, now that the music has finished in this section, I can film some more of the Max Power cars, but you can see what we've got. We've got the Golf. We have seen this car before, but a lot of these cars we haven't seen before. We've got this work in progress Citroen Saxo. As I mentioned, that is one of the more popular cars of the era. There is the Supra, the Blitz Supra. That was part of the era too. You can see all the colours in the paintwork. It's not just black and grey. We've got colours in the Sparkle too. We've got the Marlboro Renault 5 as well. And here is one of the most popular Max Power cars, the Astra. We've got the flames in the back of it as well. Everyone's cheering for another event to take place next year. And you'll notice the seats face the wrong way for a PlayStation screen, but you can see around the front, it is one of the wildest cars here. We've got bright green, we've got the 205 next door to that. It's just so much to look at. The Punto convertible is on the floor as well. There's such a lovely interior too. And right by the stage, we've got the original Charisma cars,
he knows
the
a little
two
bit
Renault
about
5s
cars.
and the TVR, which I
that
need
his
to look
Max
at
Power
later.
knowledge-
And here we've got the wide body Mark IV Supra with the graphics all the way around and a large adjustable rear spoiler with massive struts mounted to the chassis. Around here we've got the Jaffa Renault 5 as well, and check out the chrome wheels on the car as well. It's crazy. I'm loving all this. Check out the exhaust on the Saxo. That's a unique design as well. We've got a lot of that. And talking of Saxos, this one may look like it's got a green paintwork and like a snakeskin wrap, but this is all leather. Even the green, it is stitched leather. This was one of the cars from '98, I think this was revealed at the Max Power show. The doors open the wrong way, and you'll notice we've got nitrous oxide canister integrated into the dashboard's design in green as well to match the car. We got another Renault 5 showing off blue and yellow. I told you there'd be a lot of Renault 5s here today, and look at the red Nova. The wheels are far too big, but that's part of the scene. I'm loving the bonnet too. Why can't every car be modified in such this way? There's a lot of hate in the scene at the moment, but back in the day, you didn't have social media, you didn't have that much hate. This was all the scene was all about. So we've got this unique cutaway in the bonnet for the front lights, a bit of a puzzle. The vents don't vent on the bonnet. Down the side again, unventable vents, but it's all part of the image, all very yellow. We've got the standard Saxo steering wheel, and come around the rear, we've got more puzzle cutaways above the rear lights and a smooth rear end and a number plate. I'm really trying my best to show you what there is here, because as I said, I'm not part of the era. I wasn't into this. This is all new for me. Take a look at the Clio. The doors open the wrong way again. And we've got the bonnet that extends over the front lights, all smooth as well. D-badge looks wonderful. So these cars haven't been seen for years. I think the sound system has been removed since it was first built. Come round the back as well, it's not even got rear lights. I presume that is all it relies on. There's no rear lights, no number plates, so it's not road legal, and I presume it's static as well. So that's quite the spectacle. We've come back to another Renault 5 GT Turbo, another Charisma automotive car as well. And then we've got this Corsa. Take a look at the spoiler on that. So it's showing off the sound system. Once again, we've got a cool number plate, twin exhausts, chrome wheels on it, a cream interior too, and the VXR engine. I am loving the front bumper of that. When you're a kid and you draw a modified car, this is what you draw. This is what people want to see. Why don't people like this anymore? We need to bring Max Power back, as well as neons as well. We've got another Renault 5 in a baby blue as well. So we are looking at a lot of them battling with the sound around the show, but we can really pay a better detail to this Corsa that we saw earlier when we had a lot of commentary over it. So we've got the PlayStation, the large screen, the triple exhausts, the inboard wheels, and the electrifying design down the side of it. Fast and Furious airbrushing on the bonnets too. So they're doing some kind of quiz and giving out prizes. It's all like the Max Power shows used to be, just with not as much nudity because there was a little bit of that too. And check out the way the rear boot opens. It doesn't really open anymore, it just comes out. And you'll notice, though this is, I can't remember what car this is, it's got Vauxhall Astra front lights. I can recognise it's a Clio now. This is a Clio just with Astra front lights. A lot of work has gone into the sculpting of this ZR's front end, and this was a cover car on this issue of Max Power, June 2003. We've got the girl with the teddy bear on the cover too, and the car still exists. It's got the twin exhaust at the back, and again, such a unique design of the car. We then come round to the Escort wide body in purple called the Riga F40 Cabriolet due to the inspiration on the side, much like a Ferrari F40. I'm just presuming, there's a lot of facts about it here. You'll also notice the quad exhaust out the rear end as well. So though I was battling to speak over the commentary, hopefully we can have a better look at those cars later on in the day. So a bit of change of scenery, and Chloe's brought us to the Greyhounds to watch a race. Look at them go! There they go! Who's gonna win? Here they come. They are the goodest of boys. Number 4. That was your dog. It was their dog as well, I think. So after that little bit of excitement, we're back to where I'm parked to look at some more of the cars in this section. Some of them already left. We've got this very sparkly Audi. Well, I've just arrived back at my car and it's been abused. Someone's put Pornhub stickers all over it. Look. That's not what I'm all about. There's some Pandas as well along this section. There's one on the TT on the front. The Beetle's got a beetle on his bonnet. And we've got a pearlescent pink 350Z with Rocket Bunny wide arches next to an MX-5 with some octopi. And right at the end we have a slammed rat rod Volkswagen Beetle with no wings on it anymore. You properly sit on the floor in that. Check it out. We have more drifting. It's not quite to scale, but it's drifting. So we've looked at everything inside the show. We might be able to see the Max Power car later, but we've also entered the public car park with this chopper, which is astonishing. Look at the paintwork on that. You know what? We're even looking at this Peugeot 806 with a diagonally facing exhaust and Alfa Romeo Brave wheels. We've also spotted this MX-5 with quite a large front bumper on it, slightly Max Power, and the same can be said for the rear end too. And there are some triangles on the Skoda with the Brave wheels. Also, these triangles aren't stickers. This is masked up paint that's been applied with a roller. We've got Coca Corsa on the Corsa instead of Cola of Corsa. The Suzuki has been speeding because he needs a poo. Oh, there's a proper Max Power competition.
Oh, does the Dom get to decide? Let's have a little dance. I'll dance with you. Here we go, we've gone back in time.
So we have the babes of the Max Power era do a little competition up on the stage in true Max Power style, and now we're going to wash this pink E46 M3 in true Max Power style. So this is Ruby Stone, a Porsche colour on the M3. So remember, this is history that we are reliving. It's all for historical purposes. We are reliving the Max Power era. It's all what happened in the 90s. We're just doing it again. There's nothing wrong with this. When something like Love Island's on TV, who cares about what we're about to see? Here comes the girls to wash the M3. So you'll notice the crowd is predominantly male. They've all got their phones out, recording what's going on, which is a slight difference to what was happening back in the 90s. We didn't have phones, we just spectated. So there's nothing wrong with this. The car was just a little bit dirty. There we go. It's all getting out of hand. I'm guessing it's warm water they're using today. We're fortunate with the weather today because some of this wouldn't be as possible if it was wet, drizzly and British. So we're lucky in that sense. So we've now turned our attention to photographer spotting and the sweat dripping off their heads as they get the shot. Many money shots are being made right now. Even the Auto Finesse guys are joining in. So they've started at the top and now they've worked down to the wheels, which is correct. You start at the cleanest part, you work your way down to the dirtiest part, and we're now getting shots of them with the wheels. Top to bottom, there you go. Oh, the tables have turned. Oh, So there we have it, a freshly cleaned E46 M3. So that was part of the Max Power era. That's why we did it. The rest of the day will probably be made up with photographs with the girls and the cars. The M3 is being started up to be properly dried. Don't worry, we're not going to reuse that. So cars are starting to roll out. We've got the Imperial Blue Cosy. He's being asked to do a wheel spin despite the fact that we're here. It's four-wheel drive and you shouldn't. It was a wheel spin. Hey, it worked. So whilst awards are being given out for the day, we can have one more look around the Max Power cars. This 206 looks beautiful. And there is his article in the magazine. So tell me, out of all the ones on this lawn that you can see, which is your favourite of the Max Power cars? I think having leather on this Saxo is something to be said, and the wheels are huge. So all of these cars are looking stunning in the sunshine. And we've got one more thing to do today. That's going to be great fun. So we saw the drift area earlier, and now we're in the Team Locked and Loaded S14 for a chance to see what it's like. So this is an S14 with a 1.5J, so kind of a super engine, you know the one, a JZ. It's going to sound great. Let's see what we can do. I felt very close to the wall there. So that was that. A big thanks to the owner for taking me out in the JZ powered S14 around the little drift course. I couldn't believe some of the speeds we were getting. I hope you could tell how close we were getting. There's been a few wall taps going around today. As you can see, you just kiss it, you get points for that. It's great fun. So now that's happened, we've got something else happening. I think it's an RX-7. Cars are getting ready to go home, but there's partying still going on with the live stage and the music. So we finally got a chance to see the Charisma TVR as it's reversing up to leave the show. So this car is the one that I was most looking forward to seeing. Once again, this was a build by Jamie Shaw and the Charisma Garage. So there the TVR goes, leaving the show. That is my favourite car from the day, the Max Power TVR. I've been following the build since it was recently rebought. He's driving 3 hours to go home now. And we've now got the very wide Supra leaving the show as well. The day is coming to a close. As well as the Corsa with the BMW 5 Series headlights. And we've got the yellow 206 from the Max Power lawn following behind. So imagine you coming across these cars on your way back, seeing these on the roads. Absolutely crazy machines. I love them. And we have even more rollouts. We got the Dimmer 205. I didn't get a chance to look at that. That is a Dimmer body kit on the Peugeot 205 GTI. Next up, we have this Mark II Escort with the yellow Renault 5 following it behind, and the MG ZR Max Power car looking crazy with the Marlboro Renault 5 behind that. So take a look at the rear end of that, such an intricate design covering over some of the rear lights too. And next up, the blue Saxo wise wheels looking wonderful as ever, the smoothed rear end. And for one of the final departures, we've got the leather Saxo leaving the show. That's probably the craziest idea behind that one. Wrapping a car in leather before car wraps were even a thing. And then to conclude, the rat-rodded Beetle is heading up onto the stage next to Jamie Shaw for some final shots. And here is a rarity to finish the day with. The Max Power Astra is driving. For years of its life, it was stuck in a museum and you couldn't drive this car. They've now put it on air ride because originally they would just be static. You couldn't really drive it, but they've revolved the seat around so it's now a drivable car with the quad exhausts. That is one of the Max Power cars, and there it is driving and making sounds in front of us. So I don't think he's going to be driving all the way home, maybe getting loaded up onto a trailer So we've got the Blitz Supra behind him as well. There you have it in all of its glory. The yellow fading to the orange at the rear with the Max Power branding and such an extreme body kit. So many of you will remember this car, and here it is looking absolutely stunning. This is why I love the Max Power era, because when do you see cars like that? But from the Max Power reunion, that was pretty much that. So I really do hope you enjoyed this video. We finished with the Petrol Hedonism Aventador behind me. So that was the Max Power reunion. Hopefully we'll be back next year for some more Max Power content. I love seeing the cars. I hope you love seeing the cars. Follow me on Instagram to see more of the cars, because I took pictures throughout the day as I normally do. But for now, thanks for watching.